Hi, Seka. I've been having my Lucky Charms this morning. I was trying to figure out exactly if I should pull for Xiao or not.
Bro, that's massively offensive.
How is it offensive to eat Lucky Charms? It's delicious. Oh, it's a fucking leprechaun over there.
Okay, Xiao's not a leprechaun. I'm a quarter Irish, and I'm clearly not offended by this, but it's kind of humorous, British Seka.
What do you mean? I've always spoken like this.
British Seka, stop it. You're not Irish.
Anyway, Seka, I was wondering, should I pull for Xiao?
Actually, can you do the Irish voice again, British Seka? I really don't like you.
Well, Seka, my quandary today is if I should pull for Xiao or if I should save for more banners in the future. I'm not quite certain. I do only have a limited amount of free-to-play gems, and I don't want to waste them all.
You're like that. You're like Ben Stiller from Tropic Thunder. You're the dude that's playing another dude disguised as another dude.
But I was just wondering if I should get him in my Lucky Charms or not.
Again, massively offensive, but still hilarious. Yo, what's going on, guys? Sekapoko here, bringing you another Genshin Impact video. For this one, we're going over should you pull for Xiao or not, and we'll be going over the future characters that will be coming out with some leaks, some future updates for re-release banners, etc. going forward. So let's go ahead and jump into it. For those of you who join us, we're live every single day at twitch.tv/Sekapoko. We're chat memes on me the entire time, and they're always wanting to say hi. We have fun follower alerts, cool messages you can send people, and of course, memery and discussions where we rant and rave about stupid and fun things about Genshin Impact. But today on the stream, there was a very lovely individual named I Love Goat, who is not at all a Ganyu fan. He donated for us to do a very special giveaway, summons for a fan for Xiao. So if you want to be part of the giveaway and you would like to join us live on twitch.tv/Sekapoko. Okay, so if you want to join the giveaway, of course, you have to be subscribed to the YouTube channel, following us on Twitch, and join our Discord. All the information of these three, of course, damn it, are in the description below. You're going to join us on Discord for a live call where we're doing a summoning session with one of you guys live, so I'll do it with a fan. And of course, we're only going to be able to do this with PC and mobile. We cannot do a PS4 this time around. We'll do another PS4 giveaway at some point soon. All right, be here live on Twitch. To win the giveaway, you have to be here live on Twitch Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure you join us then if you would like to be part of the giveaway. And yes, you have to be there during that time frame if you want to win. As far as when exactly it'll be, sometime during that time frame. Alrighty, guys. So one of the reasons I wanted to make a should you summoning video today was I wanted to talk about the constellations for all the characters and everything. But one of the things that a lot of people have been talking about, of course, with Ganyu banner going away, the Xiao banner coming tonight, is are re-release banners coming soon? And if we look at the most recent news bulletin, of course, you guys know that the brand new banner for Xiao is going to be live tonight. We're going to be talking about the units in this video for those characters, but we'll also be talking about the other thing, which is going to be very important, which is going to be the Kaching banner. And we'll be talking about that banner specifically so you guys can understand a little bit more about why I think that there might be some new stuff coming out. Where is the banner? There we go. Well, one of the things that's going to be happening that I saw because of the Kaching banner going to be coming relatively soon, right after following the Xiao banner, is the Kaching banner is the first note to me as a gacha gamer, somebody's been playing gacha games for a long time, that they're probably going to be doing re-release banners in the near future. And the banner for this time around is only lasting until the 17th. Its character banners most likely going forward are going to be 2-week interval character banners with a middle banner in between the 6-week period. So the banner structure will be 2 weeks of a new character, 2 weeks of either a returning character or a character that's on the base banner, and then the following week is going to be the same as going to be not a returning unit, but a brand new second unit. It's the same banner structure before, so the banners have not sped up in any way. What they've done is they've actually position themselves with 6-week total intervals between different characters to actually insert a banner in between the two banners so that you have a chance to pull for a previous unit. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to pull for that new unit, and they haven't sped up the rotations of the banners. It actually is just re-releasing content so that you can have a chance of getting those units if you really wanted them. So the idea that in between different ones, you can actually get a new summon would be a really needed change. Because the Kaching banner is coming out, I believe that within the next few months, we may be getting re-release banners for the first character in the game that actually did have a character banner, and that character's name is Venti. Most likely, it will be a Venti banner at that point, but following that could potentially be a Klee banner, and then finally a Zhongli banner. That seems like the most... Because Kaching was on a banner and she is on her own banner. Potentially, instead of having the characters that we're seeing all the time, we could see doubled up character banners where like Klee and Venti are on one banner, then Zhongli and Beidou on another banner, and inserted in between those banners could be other re-release character banners for like characters like Diluc or potentially Jean, Mona instead of Keqing, whatever it may be, as rate-up characters for the original 5-star characters. Now, this is going to give a lot of players opportunities to pull for these characters, so hopefully that's what they're going to do in their banner structure going forward. And at this point, it would kind of make sense because usually between when they re-release characters, it's around a 6-month interval or a little bit more to re-release characters. So hopefully that's the case, and we get a re-release of characters sometime in that time frame. But if we don't, it's no big deal. Just wanted to give an insight that it might happen. So there are 3 characters that are going to be coming out within the next few months, and those few characters are going to be Hu Tao, Ayaka, and Rosaria. Rosaria is the next 4-star character, supposedly, that's going to be coming to the game. We do not know too much about this character, and I'm not going to give too much information on any of these characters because they are still, as you can see clearly, in beta. So please don't take any of this information to heart on when their release date is, etc., or what their damage values are, percentage values, etc. None of that information matters. So you guys know Hu Tao is a pole arm character that is using HP-based abilities, and he's Pyro. Ayaka is going to be a kind of cryo-style Keqing character that is a waifu that has a dodge ability similar to that of Mona's, and looked as a whole animation scale there. With the changes to Mona, that's very interesting to me now, so I'm very excited for Ayaka now that they've started to fix things for Mona. And Rosaria is literally polearm waifu Kaya. It's almost exactly the same. How Ganyu is super similar to Amber, Rosaria is extremely similar to Kaya. So if you liked Kaya's gameplay and you wanted to play a character that's similar to Kaya but a waifu, good job, Mihoyo. Kaya's really good, and we need a waifu to make Kaya better. That's actually what we needed, actually, clearly. Make sure you summon for Rosaria. Waifu Kaya is number 1. No, I don't give a shit about fucking Kaya anymore. Kaya's trash now. We have waifu Kaya. So please, in the future, make sure to note that these characters are coming within the next few months. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and go to the character constellations for Xinyan, Diona, and Beidou, the shield waifu. This is the only one you should care about, by the way. Xinyan, for constellations, if you should summon for them. Constellation 1 for Xinyan is just going to increase your attack speed. Really good for main DPSing. Constellation 2 is the big money where you can actually increase your damage. So unless you're going to be going for a main DPS Xinyan, Constellation 2 is the only thing that really matters for her. See, the Constellation 4 lowers the physical resistance of opponents while the shield is out for 12 seconds. So if you use the E and you actually hit anybody, it lowers physical resistance by a significant amount. So C4 is kind of nice, but C2 is where it's at. And then the final constellation for her is going to be C6. And C6 only matters if you're going to be a main DPS. Again, if you're main DPSing Xinyan, this really helps out for increasing the normal charge attack speeds to boost it even further, so you can go order even faster. But typically, most people are not going to be building a Xinyan for a main DPS, and they'll be using her more in a supporting role. If you are considering using main DPS, the number 1 weapon you should be considering using on her is going to be called the Skyward Pride, because when you pop your ultimate, of course, it does lots of damage. If you are not able to get a Skyward Pride on there, of course, the Blacklist Slasher, the Snowtube Star Silver, and the Prototype Archaic are all good options, but as a main DPS, you still really significantly fall short of the Skyward Pride. Oh yeah, and then artifacts on Xinyan, you probably want, if you're going to be main DPSer, you can go with a full 4-piece Bloodstain build if you really want to, or you can go with a 2-piece Bloodstain and 2-piece Gladiator set, or go with a 2-piece Bloodstain as well as a 2-piece Noblesse to boost out your ultimate. Most people, I think, should be going with a 2-piece Noblesse as well as a 2-piece Bloodstain Chivalry in order to boost out your damage for your Xinyan with a Fizz damage cup. Next, going to Diona, who I totally built, by the way. The only real things that you need on Diona, from what I could tell, are energy recharge, energy recharge, energy recharge, and energy recharge. Also, healing bonus is kind of nice. So, like a headpiece with healing bonus and then energy recharge. That's pretty much it. That's all you need. There's not much else, because the only reason you need energy recharge is because her energy cost for her ultimate is 80, and it's significantly high, and that's the only thing I've ever seen anybody need. The only other thing you need is HP. So HP on the substat rolls for all your artifacts. Getting high HP really matters, and going to Maiden set is probably the best way to go if you wanted to get large amounts of healing and energy recharge. But if you want to go with a 2-piece set for Maidens and go with like a 2 set for Exile or Scholar, that works too, or a 2 and 2 set there. It doesn't really matter too much for Diona. You can play around with those types of things if you want to, just to make sure you're getting a large amount of energy recharge and HP percentage if you can on the substat rolls for the main characters. That's probably the main thing you should be going for. As far as like, should you be going for anything else? Constellations for Diona. Basically, the C1, great for energy recharge. At the end of it, 15 energy is really, really big. I don't know if this amount sales with energy recharge. Chat, type if it does, so people on YouTube can see. The second one I find to be not that great. C2, not that great. C4, also really not that great. But C6 is the big money. C6 is huge for Diona because it actually boosts her EM by 200 for your entire team. So that if you want to do mad lad damage with a melt comp for any pyro character, yes, you get some fucking mad lad damage in there. So if you're going to go with C6 Bennett, go for it. Have fun. The only thing that you could get for C2, by the way, is going to be a shield and co-op for your friends, but I find this to be a very lackluster constellation to summon for specifically. Don't do that. That's bad. All right, Beidou. Actually, no, we gotta go into weapons for Diona. Okay, for weapons for Diona, energy recharge. What the weapon you want the most in the world, though, is the Favonius Warbow, because it provides the most energy recharge. It's the way. And then you can just stack crit if you want to. If you get a lot of crit chance, I mean, on your subset rolls, then you can just, whenever you crit, you get more energy back. So that's POC. So Favonius Warbow is the way, and it's the free-to-play weapon, so you know everyone has it. And if you wanted to go with a different one, like a sacrificial bow, you could potentially get more energy recharge on a sacrificial bow because you can get like more energy gains back because you can use an E twice. So I can see the argument for that, but I think Favonius is better just in general because everyone has it. But either option's fine. All right, last up, Beidou. So for Beidou, weapons that you want, I'll go over these first. Skyward Pride, Ichiban. That's the best weapon in the game for her. If you can't, I'll get that, of course. A Wolf Greystone is amazing if you want that, so both of them are great. I prefer this for a support Beidou, Wolf Greystone for a main DPS Beidou. For a supporting weapon, Sacrificial Greatsword and Favonius Greatsword are both amazing options because they provide a significant amount of energy recharge, and this character is a character that really relies heavily on ultimates. So those two weapons are the exceptional weapons that you definitely want to go with. If you wanted to boost for a main DPS Beidou, however, the weapons that you want, of course, are going to be the Black Cliff Slasher, Snow Tomb Star Silver, or the Prototype Archaic, all three of which are insanely good for her, so please use one of those three weapons. It does not really matter too much which one you go with. Now, for the overall artifact sets for Beidou, for support Beidou, if you're going to be yielding support Beidou, the set you want to go with is a 2-piece Thundering Fury, as well as a 2-piece Noblesse to boost out your ultimate damage. The other set you can go with instead of a Noblesse set, of course, is a Gladiator set instead. If you wanted to boost out some normals, get more of a hybrid build. But if you want to do a full DPS build, the set you want to go with is a 2-set Thundering Fury set with a 2-piece Bloodstained Chivalry set. That's going to be your main DPS artifact build. For the cup, you can either go with an electro damage bonus cup or a physical damage bonus cup, depending on what you want to go with for your overall damage. Support Beidou obviously goes electro, and that's basically how it runs down. Going into constellations for Beidou, C1, trash. C2, it's really good. C2 is really good. C2 is probably her second best constellation. C4 is really good for main DPS Beidou, but not really super helpful. And then C6 is the big money, where you can get a large amount of damage increase on your overall kit. But her biggest constellation is C6, and her second biggest constellation is going to be C2. So beyond that, should you summon for constellations? These are just the constellations, what I find to be valuable on these characters and why it's going to be the best for those types of plays.